I get to read the stuff Bill used to normally gets to read on this one. Consistent with the governor's statewide disaster declaration. Oh, thanks, Denise. Yeah, continue. We are being recorded. Consistent with the governor's statewide disaster declaration related to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Long Grove Village president has determined it is not prudent for members of public bodies, including this joint review board or staff, to convene in person for today's meeting. Therefore, this joint review board meeting is by video conference. The same conditions require barring access to the public for in-person attendance. In light of those limitations, the public is invited to attend and listen to the meeting through Zoom platform or by phone as indicated on the meeting agenda that was published. To comply with the Open Meetings Act requirements for virtual meetings, today's meeting is being recorded. So I need to call the different taxing district representatives who are entitled to attend this meeting. If you please state your name in the taxing district and whether you can hear and be heard. Village of Long Grove, I think that's both me and Bill. Bill, you can hear, right?
That's just you, Ann.
Just me. The College of Lake County. Don't see or hear. Lake County. Gila Township. Gilder Countryside Consolidated School District 96. Stevenson High School District number 125. The Long Grove Park District. The Long Grove Fire Protection District.
David Riddle, and yes, I can hear and see everyone.
Perfect. The Vernon Area Public Library District. And Long Grove Public Member Richard Tourette.
Present.
Okay. There's no requirement for a quorum for this meeting. We do need to have a chair officially nominated for this meeting.
I'd like to nominate Ann Christner as the chair, as she is a taxpayer and nearly a member of all the taxing districts represented.
Thank you. Do we have a second? David, that's you or me? I can second myself.
Oh, I'll make a second. Sorry.
Oh, thank you. We do need to, because it's a virtual meeting, we need to go by roll. So there are 3 official attendees here. I am one. I will say aye. David Riddle.
Aye.
And Rich Tourette.
Aye.
Okay, then I am the chair for today's meeting. This meeting is being held pursuant to Section 5E of the TIF Act. And the reference for that is 65 ILCS 5/11/74.4 at 5E, just for the record. The purpose of the annual Joint Review Board meeting is to review the effectiveness and the status of the redevelopment project area up to that date. So we are covering the date that is through fiscal year 2020. So that would be the time from May 1st, 2019 through April 30th, 2020. And so that would be the financial and other reporting items that you received in the JRB packet. So this would be the time where we would kind of talk about the different work that happened, the incremental revenue that came into the district, and what is where its current financial status. I would note when I was reviewing, we last met as a group on Friday, March 13th, which would be the day I at least was informed that I was no longer going into the office. So an interesting, auspicious day. We had a member in attendance there from the library district who noted she was looking for, she was pleased at that point, and you can see this in the minutes, she was looking for more pathways to downtown, and it's excited to know that one of those projects is coming through. The other thing I would say, we can review the individual things, and we will. The notable thing that we did this year was refinance the Sunset Grove Business District bonds during that fiscal year. I would say that generally during the fiscal year 2019-2020, we focused on getting the water system connections for the individual properties in the downtown. That was the newly installed water system. You may recall the TIF district helped finance 2 different extensions of the water system. One underneath Old McHenry Road that was coordinated with Lake County work that they were doing to improve that road. So in order to be prudent and frugal with everybody's finances and time, as well as disruption to the downtown, that was coordinated to install additional water, which is now also benefiting fire protection, we believe. There's also substantial work on the bridge, and that was a lot of coordinating to try to, if you will, be as frugal as possible with the incident where that bridge was struck and really damaged in 2018. We wanted to basically take advantage, if you will, or prudently use the fact that the insurance for that collision was going to help reconstruct the damage to the bridge. And at that time, the cover was going to have to be off. So that's where we elected to try to shore up and make improvements that were necessary to the foundation while the cover was off. So again, trying to wisely use all of the resources available. The property taxes, the increment based on the equalized assessed value at the beginning of the district, or between the two fiscal years, increased from $358,000 to $383,000. That's 7%. We know that the next time this group meets, we have an actual for the fiscal year 2021, and that's almost doubled to $745,000. So the next time we meet, that will be the item. And as I said, obligations of this TIF district were related to the Sunset Grove Business District bonds were refinanced. That interest rate went from 7.5% to what are called in municipal world strips, so individual maturities that rate with rates of 2.3% to 3.7% for a blended rate of 3.3%. So a reduction in interest rate obligations there of over half. Those cost savings will reduce the TIF district's reliance on sales taxes to satisfy debt service. As I noted, we know the equalized assessed value has increased, and so that will be one of the sources to satisfy debt service. There will be an increase, or we project an increase in surplus pledged revenues, and that will include additional sales taxes. What will that mean? To the extent there are additional surpluses in sales taxes, some of those will revert back to the village general fund per the use for those other sales taxes. To the extent that there is additional increment and other revenues that must stay in the district, we could be making some of that revenue available to reduce arrearages for other bonds obligations of this district, known as Series A and Series B bonds obligations of the TIF district. I know somewhere on the website we've done some diagrams, and those are available to understand the flows of funds here. Given that, if you say the projects, the incremental revenue that is typical of a TIF district, and then the refinancing, which is kind of a one-time occurrence, at least for the last fiscal year. Any comments or questions on the finances of the TIF district?
Nope.
Okay. There are minutes for the Friday the 13th, 2020 Joint Review Board meeting that were included in your packet and also in the notice. We will need to approve those minutes, even if you did not attend that. We still need to be able to review them. Any comments on those minutes? Okay. Is there a motion to approve those minutes from March 13th, 2020?
Motion. Riddle.
So a motion from David Riddle. A second? I can second. Rich, you're on mute, I think. I can second. We will need to vote, though, by a roll call. So the Village of Long Grove, that's me. I'll say aye. Fire Protection District, David Riddle.
Aye.
And Public Member Richard Tourette.
Aye.
All right. So the minutes are approved. We do have, because this is an open meeting, there is an opportunity for any public comment. I think that's Bill or Denise. If you have nothing to, that's totally fine. There is no other official business that this Joint Review Board meeting.
I'll
go
just say
ahead.
thank you again, as always, for doing this, and thanks for all the work you do for the village. So we appreciate it, Ann.
Takes all of our village, doesn't it?
Yes.
Is there any other business, any other thing we should be doing? Okay, this gets much easier when it's all in Zoom. That's all that we have. That's all that we have for the official business for this joint review board meeting. I would move that we adjourn. Is there a
Second,
second? All right. Village of Long Grove, Ann Kritzmeyer, I'm aye.
Aye.
David Riddle
Aye.
and Rich Trett.
aye.
All right, that concludes our meeting. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bravo, 11 minutes.
Thank you. That's a record.
Have a good day.
And I covered the refinancing, I think.
Well done.
All right.
Well
Take
done.
care, everybody.
All right, thank you all very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
You too. Bye-bye.